Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is episodes 3 and 4 of Baddies, and then I'm going to film episode 5 right after. So, as you know, in the last episode, Bianca and Sapphire were fighting. So the security had moved out the way and they just start boxing, okay? So when they fought, Bianca ended up taking Sapphire's wig. I actually really like Sapphire, but I'm not feeling Bianca, and Bianca took Sapphire's wig and put it in the toilet bowl. She also claimed that she peed on it, and I'm just like, this behavior is appalling, like absolutely appalling. Now when Tasiki discovers the wig in the toilet, she says that Saf got money, she gonna have to buy another wig because there's literally pee in the toilet bowl. She just did too much, okay? She did absolutely too much, and I don't blame Sapphire for wanting to whoop her. If she has to whoop her every single day, then so be it. So Sapphire ends up putting her sling back on, of course, because you know her shoulder was dislocated. She also states that she doesn't even really care about that wig. It wasn't the wig with the good lace, so she don't really care about it. It's not that big of a deal. At this point, Meatball is appalled. I feel like the girls coming from their respective environments, they have seen, and you know, they've seen ghetto, they've experienced ghetto, but this environment that they have created with Baddies is extra ghetto. Like, it's just like, it's way too much that even Meatball can't comprehend it. Like, everybody is like, no ma'am, this is too much, right? Because typically your everyday to day living, you are not getting in fights. Baddies is very unrealistic in terms of hanging out with your friends and going out and having a good time and coming home and fighting. Like, that's not normal behavior. The show is absolutely bonkers, and so as much as you watch the show, I feel like you don't realize, if you're on it, how intense it's actually going to be when you're in the situation. Now, Bianca's reasoning for fighting Sapphire, or for picking a fight with Sapphire, is because she's huge and she picked on somebody as small as Mariah Lynn. So she was saying how when it came to the reunion, how she didn't want to fight E.T., but she'll fight Mariah. And Bianca's also very petite and Sapphire's fighting her, but it's just like, no matter what Bianca's reasoning is, it doesn't justify Bianca's behavior, because she spat, she pissed on somebody's hair. Like, now she's trying to justify the fact that she's fighting Sapphire because Sapphire is so big in comparison to Mariah Lynn when they fought. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about the size of the fight in the dog, okay? That's what we know. It really doesn't matter how big Sapphire is in comparison to Mariah. A fair one is a fair one. You don't really get to choose your opponent when you're gonna fight. It's not like they're doing boxing and you go based on your weight class. This is Baddies. At this point, they call Mariah to the living room because they're like, Mariah, what are you thinking about this? Like, your friend is doing too much, you know? So they call Mariah to the living room, and Mariah is pretty like, look, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm not feeling this, you know. I said what I said to my friend, and I really didn't want her to do this because, you know, I already squashed it, yada yada yada. So then Miss Big Bully Jayla decides she is going to come at Mariah and tell Mariah pretty much that she's wrong. She pretty much was not listening to anything Mariah said, and said that Mariah didn't say anything to Bianca to like diffuse the situation, so that when Bianca came on the show, she wouldn't attack Sapphire. But Mariah had literally just said exactly that she spoke to her friend and told her, don't do this. So when Mariah says, babe, I literally just said that, like, are you dumb? Jayla's like, I'm hearing you, but you need to hear me. I don't know who Jayla thinks she is. Like, when I watch the show, I actually get very upset because I'm just like, Jayla is not a girl's girl. 1, 2, she is very much giving bully, and not even like in terms of the stuff with Biggie, just the way she talks to people. Like, she acts like her ish don't stink, and it does. So, you know. Now, what I find ironic in this situation is that Natalie just told Biggie, literally, you know, 5 minutes ago in their time, right? She can't control another woman's actions, right? And that's Jayla's bestie telling Biggie that. So why is Mariah now getting held accountable for Bianca's actions? It makes absolutely no sense.
Let me ask you a question. Considering that y'all got through it last season and you knew that your friend got cast and she felt like she wanted to come in here and say something.
I told her don't.
Wait. Why did you not tell your friend to not do that?
I did. I just said that, babe.
Like,
I said,
no.
I told her not to do that.
I'm hearing you, right? But I need you to hear me, because guess what? Why would you do that? She violated not only her, but she violated you.
Are you drunk?
Because that's your friend.
Are you drunk, ma'am? She just said that. Like, use your ears. The two satellite dishes on the side of your head, they're not for fashion. They're there for you to listen. And listening comprehension is real. Okay? So, I'm sat there watching the show, and I'm getting upset because I'm just like, okay, Mariah is literally, she can't do anything about what Bianca did. She can't. It's out of her hands. It's up and it's stuck. Like, there's nothing she can do. She's told Bianca, don't do this. Bianca said, nah, screw that. I'm gonna do this because she has a point to prove or something. Like, she wanted to go down in Baddies history as the baddest to ever have done it. Like, no, girl, you look dumb. Like, Bianca looks so stupid right now. Anyway, at this point, Sapphire's like, it's cool between her and Mariah, but it's not gonna be cool between her and Bianca. And that's on period. And I agree with this wholeheartedly. So at this point, more newbies show up. Meatball attacks Gretchen. Diamond the Body comes in and she sees Tinkerbella. Now, Tinkerbella and Diamond the Body already fought at the auditions, okay? And that's because Diamond the Body is just, she is crazy, okay? She's just absolutely, she's dumb and annoying, okay? But like, at this point, we're only 12 minutes into the episode and everybody is scrapping. The house is in shambles, okay? Like, they have not even put their bags down. Everything is a mess. So, Meatball coming through. Here we go. Okay.
Camera, Meatball was being messy.
And then look at the lady in the pink, because that's Diamond the Body, and the lady in the purple, because that's Tinkerbella, okay?
Ripped my wig off and I was ready to go, okay? I threw my setup and I was like, bitch, let's go. Because guess what? She got me in auditions, but baby, I'm ready to go now. I got my motherfucking sneakers on today.
Stop, bitch.
Tell me.
Hey, get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up.
Chaos. Madness. I mean, where's the peace and the tranquility? We're in Barbados. Like, girl, relax. So at first, when I'm watching this go down, I'm like, oh, Gretchen is holding her own. Oh my gosh, you know, she's like, she's very tiny. She's very skinny, very petite, but she was holding her own, you know, she could box a little bit. But there's so much chaos. I'm like, you guys are going to tear apart this house. Like, I don't know what the insurance is in that Airbnb, but they're going to have to up the ante because it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. You can't be acting this way in other people's house, okay? I get that the host of the house is not there, like the owner of the home is not there, but you cannot be, like, imagine when they see this on TV. Imagine when they see this on TV, because I want to know whose name did they book the house under for them to even approve it. Because if I see the names that are associated with the show booking my Airbnb, baby, it's given no. I'm saying no. I'm denying the no. You cannot have access to my house because I am not about to pay for all these damages. Absolutely the freak not. Tinkerbella and Diamond the Body are getting into it so much that they bust through the front doors. Like, literally, they fall out of the house. I'm like, what in the Royal Rumble is this? Oh my god. Look at this. They about to fall out the house. I cannot. Honestly, this is the mood right here. She is stressed. Okay? Stressed. As she should be. Because what are they doing? Like, how do you conduct yourself like this? I cannot relate. Oh my god. So what we find out in these moments is that Tink is from Philly and she is crazy as hell. She's very animated. Everyone is missing lashes. They're missing wigs. Just there's no other word to describe what's happening right now than chaos. It's just chaotic, okay? Now at this point, Diamond wants to fight more, but baby, she's not winning, so I don't know why she wants to fight more. Like, she's just embarrassing herself at this point. And it's so crazy because she is the instigator. She is the attacker. She's the person that created the problem to begin with, all the way back to the audition. So it dawns on me that at this point, they need to just film in Section 8 with the way that they are conducting themselves, okay? Because it's just ghetto. Okay, it's ghetto. Mind you, this is their first night in Barbados. They, like I said, have not even put their bags down. They've not situated themselves. They just got to the house and all this is happening. And out of nowhere, in the background, in the distance, you hear Gretchen use the term nigga. Now, y'all saw Gretchen. So I showed you Gretchen. Gretchen was trying to make fetch happen, baby, and it was not happening. So she said nigga, and everybody's like, did she say nigga? Like, it got awkward in the room, okay? They were like, no. Everybody's like, did I hear correctly? And so Jayla is talking to the Claremonts like, she said nigga. No, we heard her. She said it. And so people are now confused because they're looking at her and they're looking at her mouth and they look at her skin and it's very obvious that she is not a nigga. So when she starts with her nigga nonsense, everybody is behooved. They're like, no, this can't be like. So in confessional, of course, Aubrey refers to Gretchen as a racist. She's like, I didn't know we had racists. despite the fact that Gretchen is not using the term nigger, okay, she's using the term nigga, but it doesn't matter that how she's using it. The fact of the matter is that she's not black and she's saying it. At this point, Claremonts are like, she's gotta go, like she can't stay. And Gretchen keeps coming up out of her mouth and saying, so everybody gets on Gretchen and they're like, babe, you can't say that. You're not allowed to say that. They tell her. Nobody tries to like swing on her right away. They just tell her, you can't say it. And of course, she's gonna try to over explain herself. She's gonna try to act all damn confused because where she's from, they allow her to say it. But baby, you not where you from, okay? Wherever she lives, whatever block she lives on, whatever they're doing in Puerto Rico was not happening in Barbados. And she needed to understand that. And so when I'm watching the show, I'm like, first of all, this is the first time we're hearing the word nigga since Baddies Caribbean aired. I felt like this was the first time we even heard that word get used. And the fact that it didn't come out of one of the black girls' mouths is crazy. So for us to not hear any one of the other ladies in the house say it, and we hear Gretchen say it like it was her rites of passage, I am like, who casted this girl? Because I know she had to have said it in her exam audition tape. I just know. So when they call her on it, she tries to explain that she's not white, she's Puerto Rican. Girl, you are Caucasian. You're Caucasian. Like, I don't care if you're from Puerto Rico, Porto, girl, you are white. You are not black because your kids are black. Okay, because when she got in her confessional, she said some nonsense like that. She said something about her granddaddy and something about her kid. What do your kids have to do with anything? Their dad's probably black. Your kids can say it. Okay, ma'am, you cannot say it. Like, I don't know why she was trying to explain this. What I find ironic is that she kept saying in her confessional, it came out because she was upset. But when you say it like that, then it does give racist, because why would you say that because you're upset? That doesn't make any sense. If you are regularly talking and just having casual convo and you're referring to everything, you know, from people to pencils to dogs and cats as that, then okay, fine, it's casual. Not okay, fine that she can use it, but okay, fine, it's casual. But if you're gonna sit there and say that you were angry, so it came out, yeah, babe, this is giving racist. This is giving, you wouldn't refer to a white person like that when you're arguing with them. So why are you referring to black people as that when you're arguing with them? So they press her about it, okay? So they're in the house, they press her about it. She's like, she understands, but she does not give an F. And when she says this, I'm like, girl, are you dumb? Like, it's like 50 of them and one of you, ma'am. If they all decide to jump you right now, that's it. The security is not going to be able to stop it, period. There's not enough security guards for them to stop everybody jumping on one damn person, rightfully so. Because if I tell you that you're disrespecting me and then you tell me you understand but you don't care, oh, that's grounds for a can of whoop-A, okay? Period. Now, had she not opened her mouth to say she does not care, okay, and not even I don't care, but I don't give an F, because I am feeling attacked, because I am angry right now, because that's what she said. Jayla said, okay, well, then let me really attack you. And Jayla squared up. And so in these moments, I'm a fan of Jayla, but in other moments, I'm just not, okay? I'm just not. Call me a flip-flopper, I don't care. But like when Jayla is standing up for our rights, I'm like, yes. When Jayla is doing too much on the side and telling, you're not staying in here, you're not staying in here, I'm not a fan. When she's acting like a bully, I'm not a fan. But when she's actually fighting somebody for a valid reason, I'm like, yes, Jayla, do your big one. So at this point, Jayla starts whooping tail, okay? She is whooping Gretchen, rightfully so. And then out of nowhere, Slim comes, and Slim starts whooping on the girl, because we done told you to stop saying nigga, and you're over here still saying nigga. They pull Slim off, and then Jayla continues to whoop. At this point, everybody has jumped in, okay? Well, not everybody, but like a good amount of people have jumped in to beat Gretchen. So at this point, we've seen Jayla on her. We've seen Slim on her. I think we might have even seen Mariah Lynn on her. I can't remember. Dia starts fighting her.
She said
Never talked about her.
no, nigga, I don't even know this bitch.
And, but what about the water bottle thing? You posted a water bottle after she was like,
nigga, I didn't even know what was going on.
All I'm hearing is nigga this, nigga that, nigga. You can't just be up in here saying nigga like this.
Hello?
okay, no.
Just don't say
Are you black?
That don't matter. You're not black. You can't say
When I used the N-word, I was not being racist. It just came out because I just felt like I was being attacked.
Then you're being racist. Then you're being racist, ma'am. Y'all had to hear her say that, okay? Because I did not put words in this lady's mouth. She said she was feeling attacked, so it came out.
Was not being racist. It just came out because I just felt like I was being attacked.
No, babe, listen to me.
I understand you. I understand all that shit, but I don't give a fuck.
No, you can't. No. So go.
Whoop her! Whoop her! It's so much that you can't even see what's going on.
You should have never said nigga. It's so happy when you don't say shit.
When I get upset, I say the N-word.
Hey?
This, where I come from, nobody like really gets.
You know what I say when I get upset? I might call on the Lord. What do I say when I get upset? I might say, oh my God, okay? I'm not just out here saying nigga when I get upset. It's just not a thing, okay? And I'm black. I got the rights of passage. I'm allowed to say it. This lady is like, when I get upset, I say nigga. Okay, so does Donald Trump probably. Ma'am, like, let's keep it a bean. There's freaking Donald Trump and every other racist Caucasian person on the planet, okay? Especially when dealing with black people. So I don't know why she is insistent on over explaining herself. I get it. It's been a habit, so it's going to be hard for her to break out of that. But that's when you need to, you know, turn up your self-consciousness, right? You need to be aware of self. And that's what she needs to work on, clearly. What she is supposed to learn from this experience is that you're not always going to be around your little Puerto Rican friends. You're not always going to be around the people from your block that are allowing you to say that. And you might go into the real world, okay, outside of your little four corners and meet your match. Not everybody's going to allow you to get away with that, right? And so she needed to come onto the show to see that. I'm sorry, but I got to show y'all this screenshot because look at the amount of chaos. So we have, look at the security, look at his muscles, look at his mouth. Like, he is like really trying to separate them. There you see Gretchen grabbing onto Dia's wig. Okay, she is going to tear it off. I'm going to press play so you guys can see this in motion. But like, her and Dia obviously get into it too. Can you play? Like,
Fucking drag you, bitch. I was fucking drag you, bitch.
her Bahamian accent. Her Bahamian accent kills me every single time. Because one thing you don't want to do is get dragged by somebody from the Caribbean, okay? When a Jamaican person drags you, you just want to crawl into, girl, you just want to curl up into a little ball and die because they just make you feel so terrible. Have not experienced it yet. Do not want to experience it at all, okay? The girls are all agreeing and petitioning that Gretchen needs to leave. She needs to go home. I mean, from the Claremont twins to the newbies to the OGs, everybody's like, she's got to go. She can't stay here. This is unacceptable. Like, you know, we got to draw a line somewhere, which I find ironic, right? Because obviously when you go on this show and you fight, you don't get sent home. You don't get sent packing. But in this case where we have a language issue, clearly she needs to go home and reflect. Okay, so we need to send her home. This is not really about fighting. This is about a bigger issue. Her and Jayla obviously get into it again. And at this time when Jayla's whipping her, she bites Jayla. And she, when I say bit her like a raccoon with rabies, okay, she took a ginormous chunk out of Jayla's chest. And I guess if you are fighting and somebody's on top of you and you have no other defense because you can't fight, you're gonna bite. We've seen biting happen on Bad Girls Club. We've seen biting happen on Baddies. But this bite is so crazy. Like, she bit her like she really was trying to eat her. Jayla is now bleeding from her chest.
She's straight up fucking Hannibal Lecter, Jayla. Can we get the chef to make her some food? Because I don't want to be her next meal. Who's she gonna eat next?
Aubrey is so funny. Her confessionals give me life. Bring her back for season 6, please. And thank you, okay? In season 6? What season of Baddies is this? Whatever it is, bring Aubrey back next season, please, Natalie, okay? Aubrey is one of my favorite people on the cast right now. So, because of this nasty old gash on Jayla's chest, security allows, again, for Jayla to whoop the hell out of Gretchen. And I was like, bravo, bravo, okay, encore, like, do it again, run it back, run it again, run it back, run it again, whoop her. Okay, just whoop her. And Gretchen is so dumb talking about now you showing out because the camera's out. Girl, you're on a show. The camera's been there. Like, what are you talking about? The camera's been there. Ain't nobody showing out. The camera's been there. We've been watching the whole entire debacle go down. What does she mean now you're showing out because the camera's out? I'm confused. Like, Gretchen, the camera... Did she think that this was a hidden camera show? Because the cameras were always there. I'm very confused. So, like I was saying, Jayla was demanding that they let her fight Gretchen again because Gretchen bit her. And security definitely moved out the way and allowed her to have her fair one with Gretchen.
Hey, bitch, out! Jayla. Hey,
Ooh, dragged her like a rag doll.
She gotta go. We're not doing biting. We're not doing none of that.
So when Natalie is like, we're not doing biting, I feel like she was having a flashback to the time I think Red bit her. Was it her that she bit? That was a whole mess, okay? I would love to see Red on Baddies. Could you guys imagine Red being on Baddies? Where is Red? Is Red doing okay? Oh my gosh. Tell me in the comment section. Anyway, at this point, Gretchen is yelling out that she is not white. And I said, well, baby, you're not black either, baby. So unfortunately, we cannot identify you on the diaspora. The diaspora. We cannot identify you, ma'am. You're gonna have to fill out a census because it's not giving Negro. Okay, so you can't say nigga. Like, ma'am. And so this probably right here was the highlight of the episode for me.
She's not a black woman.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She's not black. Ain't nobody finna be calling me no motherfucking nigga. Oh, you ain't black. Anybody black up in this bitch, y'all call me niggas all day if you want to. But I don't give a fuck if you got a slither of melanin in you, if your mama not black and your daddy not black. If you come out your mouth and ever decide to call me a nigga or anybody else on this cast, I'm gonna make you swallow your motherfucking teeth.
Woo!
And God and my motherfucking ancestors take me out this bitch right now if I'm lying. Period.
The fact that you around this motherfucker saying nigga, 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 and you done bit me, do you really think that you finna sleep in this house or be able to stay around here easily and comfortably? You got me fucked up.
Listen, everything that Jayla said was relevant. And she ate that speech up, okay? That was the highlight of the episode for me. Jayla going off about nigga. That was the highlight of the episode for me, personally. Okay? Would frame this moment and put it on my wall if I could. Gretchen look a mess, okay? Look at her eyelashes. I mean, like, half of her lashes are gone off of one eye. Like, more than half, like 3/4 of the eyelashes are gone, okay? If I paid to get my lashes done and I just came and they were plucked out like a chicken, girl, no. At this point, Natalie starts explaining something to Gretchen, okay? And you know, I guess she's explaining why Meatball decided to hit her, because Meatball and Gretchen were apparently together all day. Apparently Gretchen was doing the most, I guess, while cameras were not rolling, and Meatball didn't like it, and so that's kind of where the drama began with them two. And so Natalie's trying to explain to Gretchen why that happened when she came in the house. So Dia was also present for Gretchen doing the most, and so she ends up trying to explain to Gretchen this is why it happened as well. And you know, Gretchen starts having an attitude because she is feeling ganged up on. Well, Gretchen really don't know how to handle conflict, because Gretchen decided to come up out of her mouth again. She's like, I didn't give a butt. I didn't get my ass beat enough times for the day. Let me get whoop more ass whooping. Like, she literally would not stop saying nigga. So it's like deeply embedded in her, okay, girl? Deeply, okay? She says, what's good, my nigga? Girl, Jayla attacks her again.
Bitch, I don't have to answer no fucking question to you. Bitch.
So what's good, my nigga?
Look at the faces.
She a bold motherfucker.
Beat it.
You can talk about nigga this and nigga that. I'ma whoop your ass every single day, bitch. I'ma whoop your ass every single day. She ain't gonna be here every fucking day.
So that happens. Slim jumps in again to hit Gretchen. She definitely lands that hit. You know, security is involved and they kind of just have to defuse the whole situation. So then in this next scene, same scene, different part of the house, I'm looking at Tinkerbella and I'm like, why does Tink look like she bleaches? Like, her skin looks like how some people that you will see walking in Jamaica look. Okay, she definitely looks like she's indulging in some cake soap, in some bleaching products. Not her full body, okay, but her face, right? And so I'm looking at her because she doesn't have any makeup on, right? So her skin is very uneven. It's blotchy, it's patchy, you know, raccoon eyes, but the skin is looking a little crazy, okay? Of course, her and Diamond start arguing again. Now, at this point, I realize Tink is very wild, you know. Well, actually, I realized before, but like, she's very wild. Like I said before, she's very animated. And then she gagged me, and told us at home that she's a Taurus. I said, I'm actually struggling to identify whether or not she's May or April. I'm leaning more towards May, but I just have this feeling that she's an April Taurus because I feel that she's super duper extra. I feel like the Tauruses that are in May are not the conservative Tauruses, right? Like the April Tauruses, we're very conservative, okay? We're very, you know, we observe things. Like if I was in the house, I would not carry on like how Tinkerbella carries on. She has a lot of personality. Like obviously I have a lot of personality, but not that much damn personality. Okay, my personality is a little bit on mute. Okay, she's doing the Beyonce mute challenge most of the time, right? I'm very much observant. I like to see things, you know, spectate, okay, lend my opinion when necessary, you know. As you see, I work in a one-man office. So like I'm not into the, you know, too much crowd, but like she's a lot, right? Granted, if I was attacked the way that Tinkerbella was attacked at the auditions, and then, you know, the girl came and was doing the most behind the situation, I would probably play in her face the way that Tinkerbella is playing in her face. Because with Taurus, that's kind of how it goes. Like, we gonna have the last laugh. Because Tinkerbella knew that she whooped her before, took her wig, and I whooped her again and took her next wig. She was doing a lot, to the point where she even started putting the wig on Meatball. I was just like, no justice, no peace for freaking what's her face, and Junior. Okay,
Diamond, come get this wig back, bitch. Come get this wig back, bitch. Come get your wig back. Thank you. Hold up. Come get your wig. Come get your wig, bitch.
She got my wig. We gotta fight again.
Aubrey is so entertained by Tinkerbella. I think a lot of people are gravitating towards Tinkerbella, and if they know the story and the history behind why her and Diamond are even beefing, then, you know, they're gonna take her side naturally, because Diamond was wrong. After all this craziness went down, Natalie was like, I've had enough. Y'all are doing too much. We're going to bed. I'm not even joking. It is bedtime. She literally said, cut the camera, dead ass, okay? She said, it's bedtime. We're going to sleep. I'm not even playing no more. I don't want to drink no more. I don't want to eat nothing. I just want to go to bed. All you guys are going to bed. We are not fighting the rest of the night. The twins start stripping by the pool. Okay, they are turn-up queens, I guess. It's time to skinny dip in the people that pool. So everybody starts stripping and jumping into the pool. Some get in with clothes on, some get in with clothes off. All I know is they need to clean that damn pool before somebody gets pink eye. Okay, they need to disinfect the damn water. So this is the end of the episode. So at this point, they are baptizing Meatball in the water. You know, I'm gonna rebuke it every time. Okay, they are baptizing, and then the Claremonts are yelling out, Girls Gone Wild. I can't believe Girls Gone Wild was even first of all, if you're born after a certain time, you probably don't even know what the hell Girls Gone Wild is, okay? But like, those commercials were crazy. And the fact that men used to purchase those VHSs, the Girls Gone Wild tapes, like, but I guess that was like the white people's version of Freaknik. Like, I don't know. That being said, let's get right on into episode 4. Quatre. But before I go to episode 4, I just need to show you guys this scene with Tinka Bella doing the most. And this is why I said, like, I can't tell what kind of Taurus she is, but she says she's a Taurus girl. We just gonna have to believe her. She's as crazy as like who's super crazy? An Aquarius. Like, she is crazy. But this part,
Rain on tea.
the security.
Dummy.
She went on the ground and crawled like a alligator. She crawled under the fucking bodyguard's legs and shit to just get one tap on her. It was so funny. I'm gonna be laughing about that girl for so many days. I love her.
All right, I'm done. Come on, bro.
And then she said, "Fuck you, nigga." Like, what?
Let me see if you had this color. You would be fired. Girl,
What is wrong with
I'm
her?
telling you, Aubrey, you should have came here with this color.
I have never been so entertained in my life.
One thing about the Taurus, we gonna troll. So I mean, I feel her on that level. I love a good troll moment, but she's insane. Anyway, let's jump into episode 4. So of course it's a new day. Praise the Lord. Okay, it's a new day. You know, it's a quiet morning, and Natalie is on like her little balcony. She's there with Scotty and Sapphire. Scotty comes in asking if it's a shroomy day today, girl. Not they doing shrooms in Barbados, girl. Where did they get that from? And they kind of just laugh it off. And I'm looking at Sapphire and I'm like, I'm almost certain she took her wig out that toilet, girl. It's okay, girl. Your secret's safe with me. It's given she took her wig out the toilet and washed it and is wearing it in her confessional. In this scene right here, that's what it's giving. The texture is what's making me think that. So they talk about last night, they talk about the Gretchen issue. And I really don't understand why they're not sending Gretchen home. But this kind of goes back to what I was saying about how Natalie doesn't really have any real power. But like the producers don't give a damn. Because they're here for the ratings, they're here for the drama. So if Gretchen's gonna keep saying nigga, 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 and they're gonna keep getting the footage of people whooping her for saying nigga, then that's just what it's gonna be. At this point, Natalie tells them that the replacements are also on their way. And so the replacements are not all going to make it into the house. So pretty much it's gonna be people fighting for their spot. Ayla and the Claremont twins meet up and they're having a little bit of a conversation. I actually am in utter shock of the bite on Jayla's neck. It's so bad. She tells them that she actually had to go get a tetanus shot the night before. The Claremont twins asked Jayla about the Biggie situation, and Jayla says that she wants to squash it now, and she's admitting that they've both done enough at this point. So like it's time to move on, which I'm very thankful for, very grateful for, because you look crazy. What I really think happened is that Jayla realized her feud with Biggie is so dumb, and now she has an issue with Gretchen, so she has to redirect that anger and that energy towards, you know, an actual cause, right? Like I feel like she has every grounds to do whatever she wants to do where Gretchen is concerned, because she stated her position and Gretchen said I don't care, and so now it is what it is. Whereas with Biggie, it's coming off as bullying. By the end of this conversation, they are referring to Gretchen as Gretchen the Gremlin. She actually kind of does remind me of, is his name Stripe from Gremlins? I can't. Biggie and Meatball meet up. They're chopping it up. They usually do every morning. They meet up, roll up. Meatball tells Biggie that, you know, her face is kind of messed up a bit, and she doesn't like that. She feels like Jayla's been bullying her. At this point, Tinka Bella comes in. She joins the convo and she starts talking about, you know, the fight with Diamond. And then Meatball and Tinka Bella start telling Biggie about the situation that happened with Gretchen. And at first, Biggie's like, big Latina. But then they explain to her, no ma'am, it's not given that. Because what was happening was this, the girls in the house were feeling this way, and that's why they jumped on her. So Biggie didn't know that there was this N-word issue. At that point, she recants from Big Latina to pretty much, you know, trying to kind of explain what everybody else is trying to explain, like, oh, Puerto Rico this and Puerto Rico that, where she's from this. But at this point, you know, it's a controversial topic, even amongst the people from the Dominican and from Puerto Rico and places like that, where there are Afro-Latinas and then Caucasian Latina. A lot of people that are Latina do not identify as being Caucasian, but it is what it is, you know, it's your skin color. And so she was saying at this point, point, it's a controversial topic, but if you don't look it, then you can't say it. There's been a line drawn in the sand as the years have gone by, but obviously in some places they still just allow whatever. In the next scene, Dia and Slim are having breakfast, and then Diamond the Body ends up joining them. Dia says if she sees Gretchen again, she's finna fight her, and then Slim addresses Diamond and asks her what's her issue with Tinkerbella, because Dia and Slim like Tinkerbella and they said that they're real close. And so Diamond is like, y'all literally just met? Like, what do you mean you're real close? And I'm kind of on Diamond's side, like, what do you mean you're close? Y'all literally just met yesterday, unless y'all met online. Like, did you guys know each other before the show? Like, I'm very confused. Either which way, like I said, everybody is more leaning towards Tinkerbella because she did not attack Diamond. Diamond attacked her.
Wait a minute, y'all just met yesterday. How the fuck is y'all friends?
So Diamond explains to them she wanted to get on the show, so she pulled Tink's wig off. Yet when you hear Diamond talking about the situation, even in the fight last night, Diamond is trying to say that Tinkerbella got on the show because of her, which is a lie from the pit of hell, because literally she was collecting her ticket when she got attacked. So she was already given a green light to be welcomed into Baddies. And while she was getting her ticket, Diamond attacked her from behind. So of course, Dia says that's whack. You know, it's corny. It is. But Diamond defends her actions. She is standing 10 toes that this needed to happen. So Diamond is saying she wanted to get on TV. She's a clout chaser. And she did that for those purposes. And so Slim starts calling her a hypocrite because she's like, okay, well, if you did that to get on TV and now you're on TV, what is the difference between Tinkerbella doing what she did now if it's about being on TV? Y'all even.
Gotta fight again, that's it. Y'all was feeling a little bit of shade, like, baby, I wasn't wrong. Look where I'm at. I made it, bitch. And I'm not
and
about
Junior.
to get revenge for my wig.
So yeah, I'm gonna be referring to Diamond as Ann Jr. So if I call her Ann Jr., I am referring to Diamond. Dia is asked about being from the Bahamas because obviously she is the only Bahamian cast member on the show. She starts explaining how her brother was killed by the police in the Bahamas. And so she's claiming that her reasoning for coming on the show is to, I guess, be the voice of the Bahamas girl. She wants to be the voice of the Bahamas and shed light on the Bahamas. She wants to represent her country and make some type of change. And I was just like, girl, this is not the show for that. This is not the Oprah Winfrey show. This is not, I don't know, any other show would do. Baddies is not where you want to come to represent your country. Baddies is where you come if you want to embarrass your country, because at the end of the day, the behavior that is going on is embarrassing. Like, you was fighting, ma'am. You was dragging hair. You was doing all kinds. This is not representing the Bahamas well. Okay, especially if you get beat up in the process. Now you're really embarrassing your country because you're supposed to be able to fight. So I would sit this one out. I wouldn't say that I want to come on Baddies to represent my country and, you know, shed any kind of light on any kind of, you know, political issue or whatever it is, because it's just not the platform for that. Baddies is strictly for ratchetry and tomfoolery. That's it. There's no gray area. It's ratchetry, tomfoolery, shenanigans. That's it. So I don't know what she's talking about, but this ain't it. Biggie ends up calling Tommy on FaceTime. Biggie and Tommy are fairly close. Tommy is saying that the girls don't respect growth. They don't respect, you know, the Tommy that's not fighting and drunk and problematic. They want the bad side of Tommy, and so, you know, they gonna get what they get. In her confessional, she professes her love for Biggie, and, you know, she loves her in real life, and that's her girl, and she's gonna stick beside her, period. Biggie asked Tommy about Natalie, and, you know, she gave like an it is what it is type of answer. We are about to go into the trenches yet again. It's going to be fighting and bickering and screaming and everybody getting their fair one, okay? Like, it's about to go down because the girls are all headed to the bonfire. The replacements are going to meet them there. Like, it's about to go down. We find out in this moment that it is the Claremont's birthday. Of course, the Claremonts are always dressed in the same outfit. We have not seen the Claremonts wearing two different things, okay? Except for when Sinead was up in the damn prison. Okay, Sinead went to prison, right? It wasn't Shannon. That's the only time they weren't matching, was when she was in prison. okay, and they couldn't wear the same outfits. But outside of that, baby, they is still dressing like they are 6, and it is what it is. They get to the beach, and Bianca is like standing a little off to the side. She's looking scared, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she looks scared, like she's not trying to get into it with what's her name, Sapphire today. She looks scared to the point where like Natalie's like, come in, like get a little closer. It's safe. It's never safe. First of all, it's fire, tiki torches. It's too much fire around for these girls to be going crazy the way that they were going crazy on the beach, okay? But we'll get into that when we get into that. Let me show you guys Bianca off to the side.
And I just want to like really like just have a vibe.
Look at how far she is.
It's gonna be baddie shot o'clock, I promise.
Okay. Have
We're gonna have
to.
fun.
Yes.
Are y'all okay? Like, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
What? Come in. Ready?
See, look how far she is. Baby, she was scared for her life, okay? I don't care what she would say, all that stuff. You didn't pee on somebody's wig, baby. It should be up for her. Like, she's lucky that Sapphire didn't jump on her the minute she saw her. But, you know, Natalie says to come in. It's baddie shot o'clock time.
Baddie shot o'clock. Baddie shot o'clock.
So they get in their huddle. They do their witch chant. I don't know why I called it witch chant, because it is. Natalie's like, everybody just needs to chill out, and tells them that the replacements are on the way. So now we get introduced to some of the replacements. So they show us the replacements audition tapes, or their introduction tapes. And so there's a girl named Kiva, and the way that she got on the show was because somebody threw a microphone at the judges. I guess they were upset. And Kiva whooped her, and so that's how she got on the show. J.O. is another person. She also fought at the audition. The reason that this girl named Wenda Lee got through at the auditions was because I don't know if she got her nipples tattooed into hearts, but like she had heart-shaped nipples, and she like showed the judges, and they were like, you get a ticket. That was a weird reason, but okay. Then we had Jelly Bean, who said, you know, she went to prison and came out hustling, and, you know, life's been up ever since. And then there's a girl named Heaven Marina, who she reminds me of Ari Fletcher. She got a ticket because she twerked. We have the last person, which is Nunu, and Nunu is Antonio Brown's baby mama. So she is pretty much, I don't know if she was like being self-professed gold digger. I don't know really. She's just trying to say like she's an it girl of sorts. She got a rich baby daddy. Okay, we get introduced to all those girls. Out of all those girls, I feel like maybe Nunu will get to stay as a replacement, and I definitely feel like the girl that looks like Ari, I feel like Heaven Marina will stay, and maybe Jelly Bean. But like, to me, none of these replacement girls are really memorable outside of Heaven Marina. I don't even really remember what Nunu looks like. Like, if I don't pull her up right now, I'm not going to remember what she looks like. But Heaven Marina is the only one that I actually like remember that looked like she would fit in with the girls. So not only do the replacements show up, but also people that are supposed to be, you know, with this group of girls that are already standing there with the OGs, like Gretchen, of course. And Callie is supposed to be on the cast already. She's not a replacement, but she had to go hang out with the replacements because there was so much tension between her and Natalie and everybody else that she fought on night 1 at the dinner. Natalie addresses both Gretchen and Callie. Callie tries to state like she was never on no diss ting, like she is a lover, not a fighter. And then Mariah and Callie start arguing. Callie says she came in there loving on everybody, hugging on everybody. Mariah starts arguing with her because she's like, you spat on me, okay? And then Callie's like to Mariah, you hit me. She's like, because you bumped me, okay? Like, Mariah did too much in that situation anyway. She was never supposed to get into it with Callie, but she did. Now, a lot of people were fighting Callie on behalf of Natalie because she was coming in and they were defending Natalie's honor, and it was ridiculous at the end of the day. While this arguing is going on, it's very easy for somebody else to come out of nowhere and sneak you and try to fight you. And so as Callie is arguing with Mariah Lynn, Jelly Bean comes out of nowhere and starts trying to fight Callie. And it's like, ma'am, where did you even come from? And so in her confessional, Jelly Bean is deriding, of course, and she's trying to say that Natalie is her friend, blah, blah, blah. She wasn't even there for that altercation at the dinner for her to be stepping in the way that she's stepping in right now. But people are trying to secure their spot in the house. The problem is, once one person starts to fight, the energy just goes left, okay? Like it's just out of this world. I never seen anything like it, okay? Like once one person starts duking it out or two people start fighting, everybody decides that this is time for you to get smoke and you to get smoke and everybody gets smoke at this point. So that's pretty much what happened. Chaos ensues again. Everybody's fighting everybody. The security is stressed, and again I say, raise their wages. Put it up, Zeus. Zeus, you need to pay these security guards more because they are over. I know the security guards are like, I'm in Bahamas, I'm in Barbados, I'm trying to be on vacation. I'm trying to relax in this nice tropical place. I ain't never been here before. But the security is not relaxing. They're not. They are forever having to break up fights, hold people, pull people off of each other. Like, it's too much. They need to get danger pay. Sure do. Because, like, look, I have it paused right here. Look at this. We have multiple security guards trying to separate multiple women. It's too much. We have Bianca fighting the girl that looks like Ari Fletcher. Like, how? Y'all don't even know each other. What's going on? Why are you fighting? So at this point, it's just very ghetto, and the Claremonts are like, this is beyond ghetto. We are from Malibu. We don't want to be here. We're trying to live our best Barbie life, not our best barbaric life. So we're gonna leave because we didn't get a birthday candle, nothing. We're not into this tomfoolery. We gotta go. We're checking the news, okay? That's what the Claremont twins said.
My fucking birthday? No, I'm good. Fuck no.
Now the Claremont twins are celebrating their birthday. My bitches left the beach. They said, fuck y'all.
We try to be nice and do shit for fun, for people, for our fans. We took in a moment, like, I don't deal with the disrespect. We didn't even get a birthday candle. We didn't even get a birthday candle, a birthday cake, no birthday wishes. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready to go back to Malibu and properly be on it. Celebrate a birthday. The proper way. The proper way. The proper we came here for. I'm really disappointed.
So obviously, they were not impressed with the ratchetry and they decided to remove themselves, which I don't blame them for. I mean, the Claremonts don't need the Baddies show, the Baddies franchise. They really don't. They claimed or stated that they were doing this because, you know, they were doing a favor for a few people, and they were definitely doing it because the fans wanted to see them. I was excited when I saw that they were going to be on the show, but then to see them leave in the first episode, it very much gave when they did Bad Boys and Andrew Caldwell went home on like the first episode. I'm like, but I literally was watching because I thought he was going to be on here. So it was disappointing that they just made a little guest appearance. You know, they create the buzz around the show, and then all of a sudden they're not even going to be on the season. Hopefully they'll come back later on in the season, but I highly doubt it, you know. As they're leaving, Tommy pulls up and addresses them.
Oh, do we?
No, actually, because you are part of me, I got no problem with you. No, we always fuck with each other. Yeah,
You've been to my house.
Stop.
You've been to my house.
Yeah, I know that.
No, it's
Y'all
not
unfollow me. You know I was laughing at the
No,
thing. It
because
was
I
a
feel like
meme.
when
I
you
think you
sent
took
it
it the
to
wrong
me,
way.
I just thought it was weird because I feel like you meant to send it to someone else.
No, I didn't.
I like Tommy. I never really had an issue with her. I never did.
So they pretty much had a little bit of an online misunderstanding. She saw a meme, she thought it was funny, and she sent it to the Claremonts. The Claremonts, when they saw it, they felt like she meant to send it to somebody else. So I guess that they were the butt of the joke of the meme. But like, that's Tommy saying that that's not what it was. She actually meant to send it to them. It was not an accident, but they took it that way, and so they unfollowed her at that time, and then she unfollowed them, and then they just not been cool ever since. So this was their opportunity to hash that out. They hugged, and that was that. When Tommy saw them, she should have taken it as a sign that it's too damn ghetto there, and she needs to go back over to Love and Hip Hop, okay, where it's safe. As we go back to the beach, we see that the newbies are on one, okay? They are trying to secure their spot on the Baddies franchise. They're trying to get their little Baddies chain, whatever it is, they are there for it, and they're not playing around. I don't remember who Dia was fighting. I'm gonna go find it in a second, but she was getting her butt whooped, okay? And I was embarrassed for her. Zeus Network knew that the girls were gonna fight the way that they're fighting. So I don't understand why they have the bonfire. I don't understand why they have fire there. What if somebody falls into the fire? Like, this is a hazard. I don't care how much security you got around. It's way too much weave and wigs being thrown. Fires getting bigger. Like, they should not have the fire there. No, ma'am. No. and it's legit fire. It's not like they put it in with CGI. Okay, this is the actual fire pit there. Fire the tiki torches around, like I said. So I don't know why Zeus would ever think that this was going to be safe or a good idea. Like, this was actually very dumb for them to do. That being said, Meatball is over here arguing with one of the newbies.
But I don't trust none of y'all bitches. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm on a tight time like any one of y'all bitches could really hand me a one.
And here goes, there you go. When Dia was fighting Gretchen, Nunu jumped in and started to attack Dia. And so, of course, a new altercation was born. A new beef, new drama was born. So now Dia and Nunu are gonna square up. Nunu said that the reason that she attacked Dia was because Dia is much bigger than Gretchen. The thing is, though, that she doesn't know why Gretchen was getting beat up to begin with. So she really should have stayed out of it, okay? Because Gretchen deserves every whooping that she gets. But she didn't know the situation. And if she did know and she still defended Gretchen, well, maybe they need to beat her up too. Now, a lot of the fights I'm gonna have to probably not show you guys because there's always gonna be some bump in the camera, like something big, but it's just in the camera for no damn reason because, well, they're on the beach, so they're in their bikinis and stuff. But like, it's like nobody knew to wear like a little skirt, a little cover up moment. Everybody's bum is just out, coochie out, everything out. So, you know, when Nunu and Dia are fighting, Dia is getting her butt whooped. Dia is definitely getting beat up by Nunu. Okay, I would say that Nunu deserves a little spot in the house after that fight. But she's getting beat up. You know, Dia knows that she got beat up because in her confessional, she pulls that same, you know, thing that Biggie pulled on episode 1, which was win, loser, draw. She's still gonna fight. No, ma'am. Pack it up. Pack it up.
It's a little Bruce Lee, but I ain't scared and I ain't fucking shame. Win, lose, or fucking draw, but I in there and I in there like fucking swimwear. Okay?
Said she not shame. Girl, you should be shame. What is happening? Girl, no. She's like, Eyes Caribbean. Eyes Caribbean. We know you're Caribbean, ma'am. But you're not supposed to be getting beat up in the Caribbean. Girl, she's on your turf. Ciao. At this point, Callie and Mariah are back at it, you know, trying to decide if they're going to fight or not. I don't believe that Mariah wanted to fight Callie, you know, and Callie really didn't have a problem with Mariah to begin with, so their beef was really like, what are we doing here? And so they squashed it. Now they go in for a hug, but I was worried for a little minute. I'm not gonna hold you. I was worried. I thought that it was gonna be a fake hug and a sneak attack was gonna happen, but it was actually a very rough hug. You know, Callie was able to move from the side of the newbies to her rightful spot, which was as a in-place baddie. So now Jellybean decides she wants to fight Callie. I don't know why. I can't remember why. And when I say I had to rewind it, because Callie is definitely not the one to play with, okay? Now, if you saw her mom online, she was saying that she, you know, paid for Callie's karate lessons as she was growing up. And so she's pretty much accrediting the fact that Callie knows how to fight because she paid for the karate lessons. And I have to believe it because the girl started off with a kick, a kung fu kick. I said, oh my God. Ooh, child.
You wanna fight? You wanna fight me? I am learning in real time that Callie is not the motherfucking one to play with.
Okay, you just heard Aubrey say it. Callie's not the one to play with. Okay, she came, she kicked her. The girl went flying. It gave anime. Okay, honestly, gave one punch. Okay, she gave her a good old kick. And then she ran after her and just started swinging and swinging and swinging. And girl, she ate that up. She ate that up. I said, I think I'm a fan of Callie Way. And I am not surprised that Blueface's sister knows how to fight. I'm just not. The whole family, Blueface's family is a little off. So I'm not surprised that she fights like a crazy person. That being said, I'm sending my kids to karate. I am sending my kids to karate. Girl, whatever it is, they're going. They are going. Now, after Callie whoops Jellybean, her face is leaking. Her face is leaking. She a mess. She should have never played with her. She definitely got what she deserved. After all is said and done, Natalie calls Gretchen back to the front of the line once again. And at this point, it's giving setup because, like, We know she can't bite that tongue. She can't hold in the N-word to save her life. It just spills out of her. So I don't know why Natalie called her back to the front of the line, but she did. Gretchen starts addressing Meatball. And once again, she let nigga slip. And at this point, Jayla runs up on Gretchen. And Jayla squared up like she was about to fight for every ancestor that ever lived that was ever called a nigga with the hard R, okay? She squared up like she was ready to go to war for every black person ever. Okay, she was defending the whole nation of black people. I live for every moment of it. Every single moment of it.
Nigga, you snuck me. You snuck me. You like saying you snuck me.
You like saying the N-word. Jayla is so serious.
This girl Gretchen, like, why do you keep pushing and poking the bear? Jayla, get her.
Now, what? You doing too fucking much. Give it to her. Give it to her. You're doing too much now. It's okay,
Gretchen falling over, she kicking security. It's a royal mess. And out of nowhere, as if there's not enough going on, Tommy rolls up in there on her high horse. And she's like, what's up? Hello, I'm here. And that is where the episode ends. And we're gonna jump right into episode 5. I'm not even gonna change my clothes because usually I'll like change my clothes because technically episode 5 is not being filmed with 3 and 4, so I should be wearing something different, but we don't have time for that. Okay, I love you all so much, and I'll definitely see you in like 2 minutes for episode 5.